What's up, Demario?
How y'all doing? Oh, that's me right there.
Is this sort of strength on strength, their run offense against your run defense?
It's football. They're a well-coached team. Got some very good guys on their offense, great offensive line, two really good running backs, probably one of the, if not the best running back in the league. Great play caller, great quarterback. It's going to be a tough challenge for us.
What do you think about all of this? Just all of the attention, all the media you're going to be doing. I mean, you're cool with all that?
It's part of it. At the end of the day, the game is played inside the lines. It's not played right here. But it's part of it. And so I don't have a problem with it. But the game is played inside the lines. That's what I enjoy.
Demario, you mentioned the two running backs, Gurley and C.J. Anderson. There, how do they complement each other, and what are some of the challenges you see from the middle linebacker position to keep your eyes on those guys?
I think when you got two dynamic running backs, you don't have to worry about when you're gonna call runs. They can call runs all game, and they ain't got to worry about somebody, wearing down. If they're having success, they could call 50, 60 runs in a game. And so it's our job to stop it. But they're tough, and they can pose some matchup problems for defenses, and so we got to be locked in.
Describe the emotions of this defense when you guys lost Sheldon Rankins.
He's a phenomenal player for us. Has had a career year. Been very stout in the run game. Been very stout in getting after the quarterback. He created a lot of mismatches, on the offensive line, and it was somebody that had to be accounted for. But definitely be missed. But it's the next man up league. That's just the nature of the business that we're in.
How did your first playoff game compare to your expectations?
It was great, phenomenal. I enjoyed every minute of it. Definitely don't take this moment for granted. But at the end of the day, it's still football. When you get inside those lines, it's all about the team. It ain't about an individual. And we all have a role to play. I got a job to do. Had a job to do last week. Try to do it to the best of my ability. Got another assignment this week, and so just got to be locked in and ready.
What does Todd Gurley do that's special, that's different about him from the other guys you study?
Complete. Of course, a great runner, but can make plays out of the backfield in the passing game. Very smart, so he can do a bunch of things in the offense, whether it's lined up in the backfield, split at number 2, lined at number 1, can pass protect. He's complete. He's everything that you want in a running back in this game.
Demario, how loud is it on third down on defense when you're in the dome, and how do you all deal with that?
I feel like we got the best stadium in football, best fan base in football. We definitely love having, our crowd behind us. It kind of energizes us and can demoralize the other team a little bit, or at least it feels that way. And, for us, we know it when it's loud like that we have to, communicate well, whether that's verbal communication or nonverbal communication, and a lot of that is my job, getting the call out. But at the same time, it takes the entire unit being locked in.
The defense had a slow start against Philly before taking over. There have kind of been a lot of games like that where you guys have started slow. If you guys have been able to put a finger on what the reason is for that?
Every game is different. We just try to play the game that's in front of us. Sometimes we start fast, sometimes you start slow. Sometimes it's kind of even kill on both ends. You just got to be able to play good complementary football.
Marley, you being one of them, the guys that the Saints have brought in the offseason, free agent guys, particularly on defense, how do you feel like you guys have helped take this team to the next level, take it to this NFC championship?
Defensively, they always say defense wins championships, and the way I look at it is you got to have something to defend. If the offense scores points and puts you in a position to win, it's your job to defend that. So you got to be ready to get stops in crucial situations, and I think that they're just part of playing complementary football.
Is there anything unique about the way the Rams run their offense? Anything that kind of sets them apart from other teams?
I think they do a good job of finding, mismatches, finding weaknesses, and keeping people off guard. And they're very well coached. Seems every week they have a scheme and a game plan specific to that week, and they do what they do, and they do it well. And it's been tough for the whole league to kind of stop.
It sounded like the Rams caught like a tell of what the Cowboys were doing. How do you kind of not show your hand to their offense?
What did you mean about saw a tell?
They knew how the defensive line would stand, and they knew what kind of defense they were running, and that was a key to the Rams being able to kind of run against them and kind of knock them off the ball.
Yeah, I think they do a good job of finding and identifying teams' weaknesses and try to exploit it. They did a very good job of running the football against the Cowboys, and they've done a good job of running the ball all season. I think they're third in the league in running the ball, and you can do that when you got two good running backs.
When you talked about Todd Gurley earlier, if you look at a guy like C.J. Anderson in 3 games for the Rams, over 400 yards, what makes him so efficient in that system when you study the tape?
Well, I mean, in L.A. he's playing number 2 back, but he's probably a number 1 running back, on most teams. I think not too long ago he was in the playoffs running through the league, so he's used to running the ball in big moments, and he's probably running with a chip on his shoulder.
What did you think of Marcus Peters' comments? Can you all use that as motivation for you?
I didn't see the comments. What were they?
He just said basically he and Sean Payton would have Gumbo when they met again, and he tweeted out it was Gumbo week this week as a follow-up.
I don't even know what that means.
You like it?
He was upset with some of the trash talk from Payton, during the first game.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
Do you like gumbo? Do you eat
I
gumbo?
love gumbo.
What kind of gumbo do you like in particular?
Just any kind of gumbo here. I haven't had a bag bowl of gumbo since I've been here, so.
You had any this week by any chance?
No, I haven't had none this week.
We're just checking.
Okay.
Demario, how would you describe what it's like to play for Sean Payton now that whole year?
Great head coach. I think he sets the standard high, and he demands everybody to rise up to that standard. He's very intense, and so when you play for a coach like that, you just want to match that intensity. But we also have intense players in the building as well, and so coming here and seeing Sean's intensity be matched by Drew and Mike T and Alvin and Cam Jordan and Sheldon, I just kind of wanted to fall into that fold,
So the Peter stuff is kind of put a spotlight on, Sean might have been yelling something during the game as a player, but is that normal for head coaches, or does Sean do that occasionally? Will he talk to their team, or
Oh, I don't know. Usually when the offense is up, I'm on the bench, kind of going over what happened to us the previous series or preparing for the next series. So I don't know.
Do you look forward to one like this? Sometimes going into the game, somebody's going to try to throw it at you 40 times. In this one, they're going to try to run it right at you. I mean, obviously that's what they do well. Do you look at this one different? Do you look forward to it maybe a little bit more, knowing that it's coming right at you?
You never really know. You can anticipate how the game's going to go, but you only can play the game as it comes. But they have a lot of good weapons. They're well coached. Quarterback's doing great. Like I said, one of the most explosive, if not the best running back in the game. And so that's what this game is about, having challenges and rising and meeting them.
With Sheldon out, it would seem like Stallworth might have more of an opportunity. What have you seen from him as a rookie?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how the coach is gonna do that. I'm sure they have a plan, but Stallworth has been great for us. Young player, but he's done phenomenal. Done everything the coaches have asked him to do. He had some big plays last game, and he's definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you guys. God bless.
Thanks, Demario.
Okay, guys, lock the room.